Hi guys, Tammy here from Formflex Compound, and I am just hopping on right now to show you kind of what I came up with the head. And I was interested, the new mold from IOD. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I am curious as to what everybody else can envision with this one mold. And so I'm going to show you what I just thought about this morning. I had these pieces laying around. And if you watch me, I love the grape stuff. I'm going to show you that the green here on these leaves, all I did is I took some of this Waverly chalk paint. Wow, this is in pretty bad shape. I'm trying to see if I can find a color. I know the other color is called celery. Oh, this is called moss, okay? So I just stirred that up, and actually when I stirred it up, all I did was just to color this Formflex. And I know if you've watched other videos, I've showed it. I just took the spoon that I stirred it with and then just kind of mushed it into some of my Formflex. And that's the color that I came up with. I was looking for a really light green. I had no idea that this was what I was going to use it on. I was planning on using it on a lampshade. But anyway, so I decided to make those leaves, and then I got to thinking this morning about I will show you this mirror, and I also showed that on live. This was I'm going to take you out of here for a second, and I had to cover the mirror because otherwise I couldn't film. So this is kind of what I'm going through. I want something that has the same type of composition as this. I made a beautiful vase that I showed that with. That mirror was a thrift store find. I think it was... I can't even remember. It was really super cheap. But I thought this would be a pretty combination to go with that in my living room. So anyway, what I want to show you is how I casted pieces, only part of this IOD mold, okay? And I put a ledge on the back of mine when I was casting it, and I didn't cast all the way down her shoulders. Okay, I only casted part way down. Now, I've seen some people that have actually kind of ripped this down, you know, here where the collar, this part of her body, and just kind of broke it off and ripped it out. And that's really pretty. But I could envision this with pieces. Like I was thinking, actually what I started out with is the reason I made her this way is I was going to put a witch hat on her. And then I thought about this morning, and I couldn't wait to get to work and try putting it together. So I think it's going to be kind of cool. I just want to give you some ideas of what you can do probably with this mold. There's a lot of possibilities. I see a Christmas lady, you know, like with the furry hat on up here, and then some like holly and Christmas stuff. These are the two roses that I casted the other day. These are actually going on that bottle that I'm working on, but I thought they would be pretty. And the thing about casting it this way, this gives you some room underneath there to lift your pieces so that not all your castings will be flat up against her. But can you imagine? I mean, you could do her with a necklace, you could add fabric. These were molds that I had, castings that I had in the back room that I actually had made, and I didn't end up using them. I had too many for another project. And that's the IOD grape mold. And I was kind of surprised when I started laying it together how well they fit. And like this one here just kind of fits right in to where her ear would be, depending on how you want it. I'll probably have to do a couple more to go up, and some more leaves and some more roses. But just so that you kind of got an idea of what you could do with this particular mold. And I think that your possibilities with this are just going to be endless. I think there's so much. And I could see this being used in so many different ways. I could see putting some netting on her. I could see putting a necklace, all kinds of things. And I think what's going to make this piece, and this is just my opinion, I'm not an artist, but I believe the way that you paint her eyes will allow you to create anything out of this. Just using the face even, I think you could do a lot with it. So anyway, that's all I want to show you. What I'm trying to do is get people to put it in the comments and tell me what you think you could do with this and what you envision. This is the molds that I used, the rose molds. I did do that one on a live and this one on a live. This is the IOD leaves, and then also the IOD grapes. So if you see something different, let's all see how many different ideas we can come up with and what we envision her as being. And don't forget, you can always color your Formflex with powder, pigment powder. You can use paints. I really like to use pigment powder, but I don't have a lot of them. And so I decided, you know, I was just going to do the green. Anytime I'm usually doing a lampshade, I'll try to color my Formflex. And it works out great. You can just spray it. I usually go in and, you know, I've showed that too, where I'll add depth to them by adding color with just doing a real wet type of application, spraying the casting down and then adding paint and then wiping it back. So that allows you to do that. But I think this is really a pretty cool mold. So let me know if you know anybody that might like this video. I would appreciate it if you would share it out. That really helps us out, and it's absolutely free. So I hope everybody has a good day. Be creative. Put in the comments what you see out of this particular mold. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye now.